American football versus soccer. Why the world can't agree on football. Imagine walking into a sports bar in London and asking to watch football. You'll probably see 22 players chasing a round ball across a pitch. Now do the same thing in New York. Instead, you'll see players in helmets carrying an oval shaped ball with their hands. Both sports are called football, but they look nothing alike. So, how did this happen? The answer starts hundreds of years ago in England. Back then, many different ball games existed. Some were played on horseback, while others were played on foot. These games became known as football because they were played on foot, not because players kicked the ball. By the 1800s, schools and clubs across England were playing different versions of football. Some allowed players to carry the ball, others focused mainly on kicking it. To solve the confusion, clubs met in London in 1863 and created a standard set of rules. This became association football, the sport we know today as football or soccer, but not everyone agreed. Some clubs preferred a more physical style that allowed carrying the ball. Their version evolved into rugby, and from rugby, another sport eventually emerged, American football. So surprisingly, soccer and American football are distant cousins. But where did the word soccer come from? Most people think Americans invented it. They didn't. The term actually came from England. Association football was shortened to ASOC, which eventually became soccer. For years, both football and soccer were common terms in Britain. Meanwhile, in the United States, a different football game was becoming more popular. Over time, it developed its own rules, strategies, and identity. Today, American football and soccer are two completely different sports. Soccer features continuous play, a round ball, and 90-minute matches where a single goal can change everything. American football is played in short bursts, uses an oval shaped ball, and relies heavily on tactics and specialized positions. Neither sport is better, they're simply different games that share the same roots. So, which one is the real football? Technically, both have a claim. But if we're talking about global usage, most of the world calls soccer football. And that's why the football debate continues to this day. Two sports, one name, and a shared history that began centuries ago. This is Football Inc. Stories behind the beautiful game.